awesome thing in the dealer's room today.
Poo! Poo poo poo! 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 Poo poo poo! Poo!
Oh, okay, let's take a look then.
Poo! Poo! Poo!
Hey Calluna, Liam here. Just wanted to tell you that I have the script for the next Fairy Tale Magic Bridge ready, so you should be getting that right after Magfest. So yeah, have fun and I'll talk to you soon. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go show this cosplay off.
Oh my god, it looks so cool!
Oh god, they're everywhere!
Oh, Liam. Never ceases to amaze me when he tries to hit Talia on the con floor.
Poo! Poo!
Hey Calluna, it's Miss Nightmare here, and I thought since we're both at Magfest, we could do a crossover together.
Well, I am kind of busy with stuff. Maybe next year?
It has clamp.
Hi!
Woo! Ow! Ow! Yeah! Thank you. Question, how the hell did you get into my hotel room?
Jump cut.
Oh yeah, I forgot so internet reviewers can do that.
So, what clip piece are we looking at today?
Well, I've never heard of Holics.
You mean xxxHolic?
I'm ignoring you.
Yes, I do know what it is.
Holic tells the story of Watanuki, a student who comes across the mysterious wish-granting shop run by a witch named Yuko. He has been plagued by spirits which normal people can't see, and in exchange for keeping him protected, he has to work in her shop, coming across all sorts of weird objects and people in the process.
Then you have heard of it. So, Calluna, you ready to take this review together?
Wait, which version of this are we doing? There's the anime, the movie, the live-action series, the OVA.
The manga, more specifically, the Monkey's Paw Tale.
Ooh, that's one of my favorite chapters. It's so creepy.
You must really like this story, huh?
Like it? Oh, Night. There's so much more to this story than meets the eye.
So, I don't know if you knew this or not, but The Monkey's Paw is actually based on an English short story from 1902, written by W. W. Jacobs. A father, his wife, and son are given a monkey's paw from a family friend, who tells them it supposedly can grant wishes, but the person who had it before him used the last wish to kill himself, and even he had troubles with it. An excellent gift giver, that one! The father reluctantly uses it to wish for £200, and the next day his son is killed in an accident at work. The insurance money for his son's death is £200. The wife is distraught over her son's death and wishes for him to be alive again. They hear a knocking at the door, and the wife believes her son is back. The husband thinks that if he really is alive, then he wouldn't be the same as he once was, and uses the last wish to wish his son was dead again. The short story focuses on the power of belief, as it isn't certain whether the monkey's paw really worked or not, as we never actually see the son reanimate, and more importantly, be careful what you wish for.
That's very, very creepy. Why would you smile like that? It's not a happy tale, it's a... Ugh, why?
It's just how the story goes.
Well, with that creepy backstory out of the way, let's take a look at this chapter through 16 through 19 of the Holics manga.
The chapter starts off with Watanuki complaining, Yuko enjoying torturing him, the usual.
How did you fit it all in the treasure room? Just how much stuff did you have in there?
How much? Quite a lot. Wow. Yuko sure has a lot of stuff. It's like she's a Time Lord or something.
Well, she is the interdimensional witch, so I guess that's a possibility.
Once Watanuki spots a carpet with moving butterfly patterns, Yuko tells him why she has so much stuff in the warehouse. The things there are in their resting place, awaiting the time they will be given over to those who require them. There is an affinity between things and humans.
An affinity? That sounds like what happens between people.
It's the same. Those with an affinity get along well, but the opposite can.
Excuse me. A customer who shall not be named in this manga, so therefore she is my squishy.
I shall call him Squishy, and he shall be mine, and he shall be my Squishy.
Walks into the shop, claiming she is a folklore student and is interested in antiques.
You call her Squishy, I'll call her Charlene. Looks around Yuko's items until spotting a cylinder. Something Watanuki doesn't remember spotting in the cleanup. The client asks the witch if she could have it, which Yuko agrees. In exchange, she never opens it.
Can I have this thing?
Sure you can, but you must never open it.
That's illogical. And stupid.
You're stupid! Screw your hat! Watanuki sees her later at his school, where we learn she's doing her internship there and tells him that she has really good luck.
This happens a lot to me. They say I've got strong luck. When I think something will go a particular way, it always does. When I want something, I always get it. This too. I don't know what's inside yet, but I know it's something perfect for me.
That's not gonna bite her in the ass later.
She'll be fine.
After school, Watanuki asks Yuko more about the cylinder. She never tells him what's in it, only to say that she put a powerful seal on it. Explain why Watanuki couldn't sense it before. He decides to remind the client not to open it tomorrow at school, yet Yuko remarks that the woman puts too much confidence in herself.
The next day, Squishy walks up to Watanuki and Domeki, who are eating lunch, as our hero asks her about the tube. She remarks how she hasn't even opened it yet as Himawari opens the door, hitting the girl and catching the cylinder in her hand.
Okay, who's messing with the smudge tool in Photoshop?
With the protective seal on the cylinder gone, Squishy discovers a monkey's paw inside. She is excited, claiming that monkey's paws are known to grant wishes. Not much of a reader, this one.
Charlene, ecstatic, decides to test it out by wishing it would rain from now until that night. And in the end, it rains, with Yuko telling Watanuki it has only begun.
The first sign that something is amiss with the paw is that the school's pool water has disappeared. The rain that Squishy wished for was not supposed to happen, so to balance that out, the wish then took the water from the pool to become the rain.
Even Domeki says that the girl won't have a happy ending, since the monkey's paw always brings bad luck. Guess he played Silent Hill to figure that one out. At least he didn't get the UFO ending.
At Squishy's apartment, excited that her first wish came true, she decides to try out the impossible. That mirror I saw at the antique shop. It's something really good. I've tried so many times, but the guy won't sell it. I wish it were mine. The mirror! This really is the true monkey's paw.
Wait a minute. That mirror kind of resembles Strawn's board from Cardcaptors. Or I could be overthinking this.
Yeah, I think you are.
Aww.
Yuko says that the wishes have to come from somewhere, and there is always a price to be paid. In the case of the mirror, the price for this is that the customer hasn't obtained the mirror legally. Yuko gets a call from the owner of the mirror saying it has been stolen.
Watanuki worries for Squishy, yet Yuko goes on to say that she'll continue to use the monkey's paw until the final 3 wishes have been used.
Wait, there's 5 wishes? That's kind of weird. In the original story, there's only 3, kind of like, the wishes in the magic lamp. But I guess I can kind of understand the change here, seeing as how monkeys actually have 5 fingers.
Meanwhile, in the library, Charlene is having a hard time writing a lecture and wants to impress her professor with something no one's ever seen. Instead, her eyes are drawn to the cylinder holding the monkey's paw in her bag, almost begging her to use a wish for a paper, or better yet, controlling her.
Squishy begins gloating about the success of her wishes without really thinking about the consequences of her actions. Gee, I wonder if she's going to be making out of this alive.
The next day, Charlene's going to be late for work and uses her 4th wish to accidentally wish for a good reason for her to be late. A man falls in front of the train, leading her to finally start to wonder whether or not this is a really good idea or not.
Ah, jeez. The monkey's paw just straight up got somebody killed. I mean, the original story is still kind of brutal, but that's awful.
It could be worse. It could have been the ending to Drag Me to Hell.
With a title like that, did you really think there was going to be a happy ending?
Well, I never saw it, so... Yes?
So Charlene starts having a mental breakdown, which Watanuki notices as she walks past him. This continues into her apartment, where we witness all of the wishes she made begin to unravel on each page.
Hello? Professor? Wait just a second. I never stole anything in my life. Yes, I was in the library that day, and I met with some friends from class. But I never stole research materials from anyone. You're saying that the person whose data got stolen was in the library at the time? How did I come up with my class exercises? A book. I saw them in a book. Eh? You mean those same exercises were made up by the grandfather of that student? And there's no way someone else would know? The art showing Squishy's descent into madness is incredible, each panel showcasing how it goes from panic to downright Evil Dead 2 Ash antics. Hell, if they made the panels in a Dutch angle, it would symbolize her uneasiness in the final pages. I can't stand this anymore. Make this right. This is all your fault. Take these problems away from me.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Well, she has to take these problems away from her. Only downside was this was the only way out. Also, I like how the monkey's paw's fingers reformed as though they didn't break, showcasing the never-ending cycle of the artifact being used again for another owner.
The chapter concludes with Yuko commenting about the monkey's paw returning to her, whole again, and she puts the seal back on it while cryptically saying no one should think they can escape fate. Watanuki asks her what happened to the woman, but Yuko doesn't really answer him at first, and the last image we have before the chapter ends is of the once again sealed monkey's paw.
That was the tale of the monkey's paw and Holics. In the end, does it still hold up? Well, in my case, I say yes it does.
As for me, the chapter also holds up.
The story, while it doesn't have all of the same elements of story from the original short story, does take the overall message and theme from it, and makes it unique to the Holic world.
The artwork is gorgeous and fits well in the world too, and I will make a small mention of the anime episode that does a good job with the story, yet with a few changes here and there, followed by mixed animation, is still okay to watch as well.
If you can find this series at your local bookstore, I recommend giving Holic a try.
Indeed. And so, thanks so much for joining me, Calluna.
Thanks. Actually, I have something for you. I found it in the dealer's room.
What is it? You found a monkey's paw in the dealer's room. How? Why?
Well, there was this guy dressed up as the Happy Mask Salesman, and he was selling a bunch of weird stuff. But it was only $5.
After what we just reviewed, are you sure we should be messing with something that could be evil?
No, probably not. I guess I won't use it.
Me neither. Then what are we gonna do with this thing?
Send it as a Trojan horse to our enemies?
Maybe. Actually, I think another person we could send this to. Yes, I know.
Too much to do with this con. Ooh, the Bucks have a new shirt. Must be Tuesday. The hell?
Screw your hat! Oh, how dare you!